This is General Cryptor, and I will be talking about my Angry Birds plush wish list. So for number 1, we have Moon Festival Pig, and I picked this one as number 1 because he's really cool, but not as cool as the others, and he's pretty iconic, at least for Angry Birds seasons, and I'd love to see his hat in Angry Birds plush form. And they never did a Moon Festival character before in plush. Next up, we have Striped Bird or Chip. He's cooler than the last one, but I'd like to see him because they already made Easter one, so it'd be cool if they made him in like keychain or 4-inch or maybe even 5-inch. And he's pretty cool, and they could do cool things with the stripes. For number 3, we have Mechanic Pig from Bad Piggies, and I really like him, but the reason he's not higher on the list is just because a lot of people confuse him for Postman Pig. Even Toy Wiz and Commonwealth themselves called him Engineer Pig instead of Postman Pig. But yeah, he's just kind of bland though. Next up, the Hunter, probably one of the coolest Angry Birds I've seen. And I think Commonwealth could do pretty good with him. They have a lot of experience with the Star Wars plushes, and he's kind of like them. They could give him a big hat, and I think he'd look like a pretty cool plush. Next up is Angry Birds Rio, Samba Burst Red. Now, the main reason I'd want them to make him is because he could have a happy expression, but all the fruits would look cool, like the banana, apple, grapes, pineapple, all that stuff, and I think Commonwealth could do pretty good with that. Next up, we have one of my all-time favorites since I was a little kid, Santa Bomb from Angry Birds Friends. And the Santa Commonwealth set from 2011 was really, really, really bland because they all wore the same thing. But this time, they could give him a happy expression and a Santa coat and a hat, and maybe even the fuse. Next up, we have one of the most iconic Angry Birds, especially from Friends, Wingman. And Wingman, he's not too complex, but he does have that giant mask headband type thing. That would be really cool to see in plush form. Next up, we have Angry Birds Stella, Handsome Pig. Now, Handsome Pig's a weird character. He's very special, but we only got a few birds in the Stella wave, no pigs, and I feel like he could be a really nice addition and unique addition to that wave. Next up, we have one that a lot of people wanted, Atomic Bird. A lot of people were surprised that he didn't come out back in 2012 for a Space 2 wave or something, but yeah, he's a pretty cool plush. I really like his antenna, and they could maybe do that I don't know how they do Dahlia's hair. And the cape would look cool as well. Next up, we have Melody as our final bird, and Melody's design is super unique, and it would be interesting to see in plush form. And to be honest, I just want a plush of every main flock, and they could do really good with her beak and her beauty mark and stuff like that. And she's a really popular bird now because she's the newest. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye!